डालना है रिकॉर्डिंग. Okay. Yeah, hello, बच्चों. I am Ankit भैया. Last year, full 2021 में, I taught 2 batches of girls from secondary about the basic coding. So now I'm also helping out this workshop also. I'm Ankit भैया. I live in Mumbai and I work in software company Oracle. So every day my own job is to solve problem, and so it's very fun if you like solving puzzles. आप कुछ बोल रहे हो श्रेय?
I was going to ask them who wants to become like a software या engineering या coding में किसको आगे जाके career करना है. If you have any questions, we have Ankit भैया, you can ask. All of you are secondary ना, अभी 8th grade में हो, 9th में चले गए now after exams. So what do you want to do?
ठीक है, 1 by 1 इंट्रो लेंगे तभी आप बोल
Yes,
सकते हो.
okay.
तो स्टार्टिंग से स्टार्ट करना है. अंजलि, आप करना चाहते हो इंट्रोड्यूस या कौन करना चाहता है पहले?
You can talk
याद
about
नहीं रखने वाला, हम भूल जाएंगे.
You can talk about your name. You can talk about your grade. All of you are in 8th standard, so वो भी common हो गया. You can talk about which was your favorite activity and what is your hobby. So name, your standard, your hobby. Okay.
Or what you want to be.
What you want to do when you grow up. Who wants to go first? पहले कौन जाएगा?
पकड़ते हैं किसी.
Vaishnavi. Okay, very good. You can unmute yourself, Vaishnavi.
Hello, Didi and Bhaiya. Good morning. Myself, G. Vaishnavi. I am from Haimavati High School. My hobbies are singing, painting, listening to music, and etc. My favorite activity is finding the average of the kids.
Oh, that coding C activity. Okay, very good. And what do you want to do when you grow up, Vaishnavi? What do you want to become?
Actually, I want to become a doctor.
Doctor. Oh, okay, very good. Good job. Call one of your friends to go next.
हाँ, कौन से भी एक को पिक कर.
Ask one of your. Rohini, do you want to go next? Are you Vaishnavi's friend? Rohini? Yes, you can unmute.
Hello, Didi and Bhaiya. Myself, P. Rohini. I am from Haimavati High School. In tab buddy course, I average age.
And आपको कौन सी activity अच्छी लगती है? Which is your favorite activity? Oh, sorry. What do you want to do when you grow up? Activity that you said.
I want to become engineer.
You want to do coding, engineer?
Yes.
Any engineer is good. I have done metallurgical engineer, but I am doing coding. So वैसा कुछ नहीं है. You need to learn problem solving, which is the main thing about it.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Yeah. So
I don't think किसी को introduce करना है. Okay, Shruti को करना है. Okay, go
yes,
Shruti.
come on.
Hello, Didi and Bhaiya. My name is P.D. Shruti. I am studying in Haimavati High School, 8th standard.
Okay.
Coding language. I want to become civil engineer.
Oh, nice.
Very good. आज करेंगे थोड़ा during the session for civil engineering.
Yes, Nikleshwar, you had raised your hand. Do you want to go next?
Good morning, Didi and Bhaiya. Myself, G. Nikleshwar. I want to become a aeronautical engineering DRDO.
Very good.
My favorite activity is activity 4 and 5
Oh,
because I am interested in maths.
You are interested in maths. Very good. Yes. Who wants to go next?
Hmm. I think
Nobody
11,
wants.
10 हो गया है.
I think we can
People are
start then.
reluctant then. Okay.
Okay.
तो
Yes,
मैं
भैया,
screen share start करता हूँ. Okay, welcome everyone to this interactive session on problem solving and engineering. I am Ankit Bhaiya and we'll learn a lot of things today. So what are we going to learn? Okay, what is engineering and problem solving? That is the first thing we'll learn. Second, we'll do a simple case study of how to solve a real life problem. And then barriers to problem solving. Kya rukawat hai? What are the things that is stopping people from doing problem solving? So these three are the main topics we'll cover today. So before we get started, let's do introduction and set your Zoom name correctly. Also get pen and notepad ready so that you can note down anything that you want. So that is the important thing. Get pen and paper. Then so we interact. Raise your hand if you want to talk. So I mean, if you have doubt, you can raise your hand then and there itself, and or else you can write down on the paper what you wanted to ask, and then baad mein you can ask. So both the ways are okay. Everyone will get chance to speak. So don't worry. Even if it is not a very uh, like it is not it is a very stupid question, still you can ask. Nobody will laugh at you, and we'll try to help you in whichever way is possible. And keep yourself muted when others are speaking. That is important. See, these are simple things. Now, what is problem solving and how it is done using engineering? So that is the basic question. ठीक है? तो problem क्या है? It is a doubtful or difficult matter requiring a solution. So I mean, it is easy. सबको life में problem होता ही है. Everyone is facing some problem or the other every day. You know, life is like that. So problems are of all kinds. Like simple problem, kids are not paying attention in class. That is also a small problem which you can solve easily. Or it can be complex. Like I want to send a rocket to Mars. It will require years and years of effort with hundreds of people working on it. Only then that problem can be solved. So both are problems and they are things that we can solve. The other thing is real life problems are solved by a number of different methods. जैसे maths में problem होता है, there is only one solution. 1 plus 2 is 3 only. 1 plus 2 cannot be 5. 1 plus 2 can be 4. It has to be 3. But real life problem में क्या होता है? There can be many solutions to the same problem. The kids are not paying attention in class. So what we can do? We can like give some incentive. If kids are paying attention, then they will get that incentive. कुछ chocolate देंगे or else we can like if I'm a very scary teacher, I'll say कि who is not paying attention in class, I'll fail him. I'll ask difficult questions. So that is also a way of solving. So there is no single solution. I can say many solutions to the same problem. Then most real life problems are solvable at a number of levels. Temporary solution, permanent solution, surface level solution, deep solution. So I mean, जैसे कि surface level solution means I'll take example of COVID. So I mean, if somebody is having a very severe cold, so you take cold का medicine, that is a surface level solution. तुमने symptoms, you are dealing with the symptoms, but deep means you are getting yourself tested. You find you are COVID positive, you are isolating, you are taking the COVID remedies. That is the deep solution. Like you are not just solving the temperature problem or the coughing problem, you are solving the actual problem which is happening because of the virus. So temporary solution means suppose your roof is leaking. If you put some bucket under the roof, then water will not spread, but that is only temporary. That bucket will not be there every day to catch the water. Sometimes the bucket will overflow and start doing. Permanent solution means you apply cement or M-seal or whatever on the roof, and then that problem is solved permanently, at least until the new crack is appearing. The existing crack is solved. So there are a number of ways to solve the real problem. Then engineering is like a tool, like a set of tools which you are using to solve problems, but it has scientific understanding and practical knowledge. Both you require to solve the problems when you are using engineering. So there are many branches of engineering. So we can think of it like different toolboxes. When you go to engineering college, you select one stream, whether it's mechanical, computer, chemical. So real world mein jo problem hai, they don't care what you know, whether you are using mechanical, computer, chemical. It is like a different toolbox, and you can solve the same problem with different tools also. Like we'll discuss this later, like what are the different ways you can solve a problem. Okay, steps in problem solving. So first step is problem identification. What exactly is the problem that you have to identify. Without identifying the problem, if you start solving, you may create more problems rather than solving problems. Like you think that it is common cold and you took common cold tomato, but reality you had COVID-19. So you ended up spreading the disease to your family and neighbors also, because you did not identify the problem properly. You did not do the proper testing and isolation and all that. So this is a very important step. I mean, it looks easy. Problem identify karna kya hai, but actually it is the most crucial part. If you identify the wrong problem, then you'll end up spending a lot of money and getting a lot of more problems because you identify. Then looking for possible solution. Once you are sure ki yeah, this exactly this thing is the problem, then also it is not like a subse simple solution you take and it will solve the problem. You have to think of the thing from many angles. This could have been why it is happening. This could have been why it is happening. This is how we can solve. This is how थोड़ा research करना पड़ता है कि how to solve. Like many solutions you can propose. If you're making a decision, like when making the decision, you take the whole list and like you have to decide which is having bigger risk, which is having less risk, which is costing more, which is costing less. And then you have to decide yes, I think this is the best way to solve it with whatever resources we have. And then you have to implement, like you have to solve the problem. Actually, jaake you have to get the treatment, or you have to fix your roof, whatever, that is implementation. And the last part, which many people they ignore, they think that ek bar problem solve ho gaya to that is done. But monitoring and seeking feedback is equally important. Like if you have illness, you take the medicine, still you have to go to the doctor once or twice just for a follow, so that they can see, because we won't know now, we are not doctors. So we'll think that we are better, but doctor can tell better. Monitoring means like keeping an eye. The thing that you have fixed is actually staying like that, is effective or not. So all these 5 steps are very important, and don't have to. We have to like pay proper attention at all the 5 places. Otherwise, things will go wrong. Okay, so anyone has any questions, or else we move to the next section. है कुछ questions? This is interactive, boys and girls. Come on, थोड़ा तो बताओ. You are understanding what I'm saying? कि I'm going too fast. ठीक है. So we'll do a case study and then discuss what is the problem. You have to be active. Otherwise, there's no point in doing this. I'm just playing this video. So this is what happened in Bangalore. this video was circulating on WhatsApp also. So see, water is everywhere and people are in too much trouble. They are facing so much hardship. Their goods and vehicles are getting damaged. Okay, so this is a problem. No, recently Bangalore there were heavy rains and this kind of thing happened. So let's discuss why you think this happened. The problem is due to heavy rain, street got flooded. Now you have to discuss. I'm not going to say why this problem. You have to say it and we'll see how it can be solved after. No one wants to speak. I'm not giving the answer. You are the problem solver. I'm just helping you. Somebody. No, I'm waiting. Chalo, this is not a session where I'm only speaking. You also have to speak. Otherwise, you'll not learn anything. You are just like looking at the screen. One of you has to speak. What caused this problem to happen?
What do you think, guys? Why did this situation happen? Does this happen in your have you seen this happening in Hyderabad ever, or have you seen this on news में कुछ सुना कि ऐसे बारिश होती है and then it gets flooded? Do you know what's the reason? I can give one reason, Ankit Bhaiya.
Okay.
Like I stay in Mumbai, so this happens every time. So it happens because it rains too much and there is no way for water to go out.
That is correct, Shweta Didi. But,
Yes, everyone else, what do you think? Ashia, Ruchita, Yashaswini, Rohini, Vaishnavi, Nikleshwar, what do you guys think?
okay, I mean, what Shweta Didi is saying is almost correct. So let's make a small tick mark over here. So how can we solve this problem immediately? And water is clogging. So one of the ways to like bring pumps from somewhere and pump this, but I mean, this much water, even pumps will not work for like many hours. No, it will have to work for like 10 hours to remove all the water. So, I mean, anyone has an idea how we can solve this problem immediately, if it is possible to do that? Okay. सब लोग कंफ्यूज्ड है कि क्या है?
Hello, Bhaiya. By opening lids of drainages.
Can you speak louder?
By opening lids of drainages.
Okay, that is one solution. You can say that lids of drainage may have been stuck for some reason, and by opening the lids, more water will escape. Okay, that is one of the ways we can think. Like if this is the street and these are drainage holes and something is stuck over here, then we can remove this whatever is lid is blocking the thing, and water will start flowing in. So that is okay. That is one way you can say that problem is solved. Okay, but okay, that is one way. Other way is you have pumps which you install, which you know that when rain will be there, I'll put the pump and pump will drain the water and take it somewhere else. It will store it in some container or whatever. So that is the second way we can say that immediately that will solve the problem. That when the problem is happening, okay, then how can we prevent this problem from happening next time? So this is the most important thing, because every time we cannot do the same thing and wait. No, we cannot wait ki it will rain so much that we'll have to bring pump, or we'll wait till next time when the drain is again getting blocked. So we have to implement different methods to solve the problem. So how can we do that? We have to actually go and do research, no, so that we can prevent it. So suppose I'll bring up this diagram. So normally in cities, what is there? There are big pipes which will collect the wastewater from the building, or it will collect this storm drain. So whenever the storm is there or water is collecting in the gutter, that will also go in. Then industrial waste also go in. And normally this water goes into the treatment plant. So uh, when the water is less, it will go into the treatment plant, like it will be like 50 liter per minute or whatever that speed is of this pipe. This pipe has a certain speed limit. If water is coming at 50 liter per minute, then this pipe can take all the water away. So there is no problem. But because of heavy rain, if suddenly 50 liter per minute is becoming 100 liter per minute, then this pipe is not capable of taking it to the treatment plant. So that is why ये पूरा भर जाता है. All the water that is supposed to be taken to treatment plant, it does not go to treatment plant, it overflows. So that's why flooding happens. Because the treatment plant can only take 50 liters per minute, but the rain is falling at 100 meter per liter per minute. Yeah, something like that. So that time people can like think that what to do. And if there is a bigger river or gutter or whatever that is capable of taking that much flow, then you can like make a drain valve or something that you will open during the storms only, and this extra water will go into the river. Normally we don't want that wastewater to go to river because it pollutes the river, no? But this is rainwater. So during the wet weather we can like create a valve here or something which will take the water to the river instead of the treatment plant, because this is normal rainwater only. So it is safe to put in the river. So that is how you can take care of the storm. So I mean, this is a civil engineering job, but different people can like contribute in different ways. Like suppose in Bangalore there was already this kind of setup already there. There was this valve, but still it happened because this valve was maybe rusted. So some mechanical engineer can think that this valve will replace it with a different kind of valve which will not get rusted. It will be made of some other material. Or chemical engineering, you try to solve the problem. You will think of some way that this valve, it will be replaced every 5-6 months. Or if you are a computer engineer, you can like create a robot that will like repair the valve which will inspect the valve whether it is working properly or not every few days. So I mean, there are different ways to solve the same problem and prevent the problem from happening next time. So it is like a very interesting science how to solve the problem, and even simple problems you can have many solutions. So this is one of the solution which is long term also, that whenever the next time overflows, we have to open the valve and it will go to the river. All the extra water will go to the river. So that is one way, and still that is not solving the problem, because we have to keep watch. This valve is functioning properly, that this valve is made up of good material, it is not getting damaged. So all those problems are there, but I mean, we have to solve those problems. There is no escape. Okay, so barriers to problems. So this is a very relevant topic for our Indian scenario, because it is never easy, because there are a lot of problems. So wrong problem identification. This is a big problem. People will say, "Arey, this is normal." No, it is supposed to happen like that. If it rains heavily, it will flood, and there is nothing abnormal about it. Or if there is COVID crisis, but people, it is just common cold. You don't do anything. So that is a very big problem. No, you are saying that problem is not there at all. It is very wrong, but it still happens. No, where the second is mindset. This is other person's problem. I'm not responsible for solving this. That is also very dangerous thing. No, like in America, some people are saying that I will not wear mask. I'm free to decide whether I should wear mask. I will not take vaccine. So that is a very dangerous way to think about problem. They are saying that COVID is there, but I will not do anything. So that is also very dangerous. It will create more problems than solve. So third is wrong tool or skills. Like some things are there, like people will say, "Ki, we create an online app and that will solve the problem." But in reality, the people are facing the problem in real world. No, they will not have access to apps all the time. Like there are apps for COVID also that will give you the information, but that is, if people don't have internet, how will they use the app? So problem is not getting solved, even though you are creating app and publishing it, and if the app is not working properly or people are not able to use it because of internet problems, then problem is not actually solved, even though, I mean, we are using the wrong tools to solve the problem basically. Or if you are a mechanical engineer, but you are given task to say that, yeah, you solve COVID-19. Mechanical engineer cannot solve. No, a doctor is required to solve. So I mean, it is very problematic, but we can. It is still manageable. That we find the right tools, we find the right skill, then it is solvable. So it is not that bad. We're bad and hasty implementation. So this is also a big problem, that we'll do some kind of jugaad. That jugaad mentality is there in our people, that we'll manage this much we have done, that is enough. So I mean, that is like you are just showing that I'm doing some work, but you're not actually doing. So that is a big problem. That, I mean, whether it is engineering problem or some other problem, people are want to take the easy way out and not do the work. So that is a big problem, that people are not taking seriously. Like if I'm making a website and I'm saying that this feature I'm adding, it will take 10 days, and I don't have that much days, so I'll just do some uh, thing which will take one day, and then let the user figure out how to solve it. But I mean, there are millions user, and even if million user use 5 minutes, so you're losing 5 million minutes. 5 million minutes compared to like few days of programmer. So I mean, it is better that one person takes few days and solves the problem perfectly than millions of people suffering because you did not do the good job. So that is very problematic, hasty implementation. So whenever you have a problem, you have to take enough time. You don't, so that other people are not facing problem, because you are not like only solving your issue. You have to think of all the people who will suffer because of bad work you're doing. Like if you are fixing storm water drain, but you did it in very much hurry, then not only you are making problems for yourself, but people will suffer because of your laziness. Then no monitoring and feedback. This is also similar, that people want to do the work and get the benefits of doing the work, but they don't want to see whether it is actually implementing or not. Like, I mean, if you do some work and then after 2 months, if that same problem is coming again, then there is no point of doing it now, even though you told the other people that I have done it, but actually the problems are still there. So this all are very dangerous things, and yeah, I was hoping that you guys would interact, but this session got over very early because there's no interactivity. So you want to talk or share anything about your own life where you are facing problems, or you see that people are not doing work properly, all that you can discuss now. I mean, this is a very big thing. If you can solve even a few problems and do it very well, then people will take notice and they will want to help you out. It is not a question, like it is a guarantee that when you grow up, you have to be very good at what you're doing. Then people will very much appreciate what you're doing, because everyone is facing this problem, and like solving problems is almost like a superpower, because most people will like to show that I've done something, I'll do it. So it's a very big issue. So bolo, anyone wants to share what they think, or you want to comment on this? Shweta, you want to say anything?
I was going to say, okay, kids, can you, like, I don't know how to, like, this topic is also, I'm thinking, okay, how can we try and have like a group discussion on something now?
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that more people would discuss the case study, but
Or
people are very shy, I think. Come on, you did not join this lecture to like spend half an hour. No, you want to learn something. No? So you learn more by talking to each other than just listening to me, because I can only talk this much. You guys
okay,
know more about what you are facing.
so we can choose one problem, Ankit Bhaiya, and all of us can discuss. Is that okay? Do you think? And you can help us to structure the discussion.
I mean, if
So,
I and you are only talking.
yeah, kids, can you tell me how of all of you who like you get messages from Tab Buddy or no? You get, right? Raise your hand if you get, or like put up thumbs up if you get messages from Tab Buddy. Okay. All right. Okay. So people are listening at least. Okay. So all of you get messages from Tab Buddy, but there are some problems, no, with Tab Buddy. We are trying to improve it. Can somebody unmute or type in the chat? What problem do you face in Tab Buddy? I think when you and your siblings use the same number, there is some problem, no, for some students. Is there that problem with anyone here? No? Did you notice, did any one of your friends tell you that it's the problem? Okay, Pooja. You can't see message. Okay, so Shrisha is saying that you can't see the message on Tab Buddy. Can you unmute and say?
Yes, Didi, I can't see the messages.
Oh, I mean, you when if somebody tab buddy is sending you a message, you can't see.
Yeah,
Okay, or you are not getting message only.
I get message, but I can't see the I can't see the sentences. I only see the links.
So only see the
Oh,
link. Okay. Okay. So Ankit Bhaiya, how can we implement your step for this? What is the first step?
first
Everyone?
step is I'll call Shweta Didi that this is a problem. I don't know to solve.
Yes. What is the first step, everyone? What Ankit Bhaiya said? Identify the problem. So this is our problem. What is the second step? Can somebody type in chat? Or if somebody wrote it down? Yes, Vaishnavi? What is the second step? You can unmute and speak.
We should use different ways to solve the problem.
Okay. Is that correct, Ankit Bhaiya?
Yes, that is very correct. Make list of possible solutions. So in this tab buddy, you'll have to bring the software engineer. No? The software engineer will come and you'll make a list. Ki what all can be going wrong in this? Like
Yes.
whether
So we
it
have
is
to check.
app is going wrong or the internet issue is there or some other issue is there on the website. So that list the software engineer will make. The software engineer knows how to solve it. No?
Yes. But how will we have to check? We'll have to check number at tab buddy's end. We'll also have to check from every aspect, right? Sab jagah se we'll have to check what is causing the problem. And then one thing we'll also have to check it right now. How do we solve the problem?
Correct.
Yeah.
So that is about solving Shirisha's problem, but afterwards we'll also try to solve the in future no other student is facing the same.
Yes.
That is also important, and it's also possible after 5-6 months some software will change. So again that same problem can happen because of some other reason. I mean it is not a single step ki ho gaya, solve ho gaya. You have to keep on checking that things are not breaking down or things are not getting worse. So that is always you have to keep doing, and it is very fun thing also. Like you have to do the same thing every day, solve different problems. So and you not only get paid, but people recognize also your effort. You are doing very good work. So it's a very good way to like live, to be an engineer and solve problem every day.
So, Shririsha, for your problem, I think I will reach out to Naveen sir from your school and I will check with him. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else, students? You have any questions in general also?
Yeah, like
Coding.
regarding
We have Ankit Bhaiya. He has been with TAP for more than 1 year, so he will be able to answer your questions about coding. He's also an engineer, so if you have any other questions about your career, you can ask him.
so don't feel shy.
Yeah, not only related to TAP or TAP Buddy. Okay, Vaishnavi has a question. He has sent to me, but I will ask so that Ankit Bhaiya can answer.
Okay.
Okay, Vaishnavi?
What is use of coding? Okay. Coding is like you tell the computer different instructions. So computer are very good at some things that we people cannot do, like repeating. Okay, Nikhilesh is asking what is difference between C language and C++. Okay, that is also a good question. So I'll answer the one which Shweta did send me, that what is use of coding. So coding is like you are giving commands to the computer to do things, and computer can do many things which we cannot do. Like computer can remember millions of things, while we cannot remember even more than 5-6 phone numbers. Will have difficulty. So we are using power of computer to make our life better. So coding means we are becoming very much better than what we are currently. Computer can send message which is thousands of miles away. We cannot do that, no, without a computer or a phone. So I mean, it is like you are connected to all the knowledge in the world when you are using a computer. So coding is you are creating different things which can be used to make computer perform in a way. So you are making a lot of capable of making a lot of things if you learn coding. Take a difference between language C and C++. Okay, there are a lot of difference. Like C is not an object-oriented programming language. C++ is object-oriented. So C is a bit old language now. People are not using it that much. C++ is still being used. So if you get chance, you should try to learn C++.
Yeah,
C
they are
language
learning
is
coding
a bit
C
old.
now, right now.
Okay.
On that.
I mean, for learning it is okay, but Java coding is also similar to C++. It is also object oriented. Shirisha is asking that. So Java is also an object oriented language, and I'm working in Java only because it is used by lot of people in the world. So if you learn one language, you can get job at many places. If you learn C, then less people will use it because it is old also, and not many people are using it. It is like learning a language. You can learn Hindi also, you can learn English also, you can learn Marathi also, and you can speak the same thing. But less people will speak some language, then that much use it is not there for you. No? If you learn Chinese, but in your village no one is speaking Chinese, then even if you are saying the required things, no one is understanding. No? So choosing each language will do some kind of job to good extent or bad extent, but it is also important that how many things are happening, how many people are using that language. That is also important. So which language you are learning is quite important. C++, Java, and there are many other languages also which are very good. So you can learn any of those.
So kids, what Ankit Bhaiya is saying, there are very different languages for coding, right? You said two names, C, C++, Java. What are other names, Ankit Bhaiya?
There are many, like JavaScript is there.
JavaScript is there, okay.
Then Python is there, then R is there. I mean, many languages are good at doing many different things. So it depends what your interest is. If you want to go into web, then JavaScript and Java are very good idea. If you want to go into like more research oriented, like artificial intelligence, data science, all that, Python is very good. So I mean, there is no like limit how much you can learn. You
So
have to
Ankit
start from
Bhaiya,
basic.
sorry.
Once
So
you
Ankit
learn the
Bhaiya, these
basic,
kids will have to learn all the languages if they want to become coders.
I mean, which you want to do, that you learn. If you don't want to do web designing, then there is no point in learning Java. You want to learn making the desktop application, then C++ and C# will be better. You want to do web development, JavaScript will be better. So what you want to do, depending on that, and learn. It's like if you want to live in Mumbai, you learn Marathi. If you want to live in China, you learn Chinese. You don't need to learn all the languages.
Okay. Any other questions, kids? No questions? Okay, so I will stop the recording.